What's up, y'all? I hope this not too skippy. This is a brand new tablet. This is the first time I'm officially using it for this specific app, but it's moving very slow. But I see an extra echo within it as I'm looking at myself on the app. So I don't doubt that that's a big part as to why. Now, again, it's different people that keep trying to find different ways to play in my face. I had already said that I am not in agreement with people stealing from me vibrationally, physically, and then if I have a physical vibrational connection with someone, in ways that other people don't understand or don't respect, that don't mean I'm going along with the disrespect just because it presents itself in a heavy form. And so, all respect to the physical, all respect to the vibrational. I'm not starting any fights with anyone that's not trying to start any fights with me. You get what I'm saying? Again, um, what was I saying? I'm not about to sacrifice my children physically, vibrationally, or no one else's children. I'm not putting them up on the chopping block. You get what I'm saying? I'm not about to play or toy with good people. The thing is, people are not admitting to the point where it's a lot of stuff that needs to be corrected, and they are not being corrected. Um, yeah, and so that's basically what it is. It's a lot of things that need to be corrected. It's not being corrected. Like for instance, the pushes, the pulls, the confusion. It is happening to a lot of people in the vast. And the thing is, how can you move forward? How can you go around the right people? How can you be safe truly if you don't know who's coming in, who's requesting what, who's taking over what, and why? It's not going to be a safe situation, especially as things are advancing, especially as the disrespect heightens in communication. It is, for lack of a better word, I'm going to have to sue her. You get what I'm idle. So, I had to chop that word up because of the app. I don't want it to flag me. And so, it's like, when we can do better, we should do better. When we can do better, we should do better. And so it's like, when you don't do better, what's the point of not doing better? What's the point? It can seem as though someone has a lot of control over their life when they don't. People start to suffer in multiple different ways that's not recognizable as norm anymore. Like, to artistically suffer and it not be the healthy way of, oh, okay, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Oh, meaning, oh, well, I got writer's block, right? No. You are someone's creation of literal true suffering in art. I don't want to be that. I don't want to make anyone else be that. Like, to the point to where, again, I'm messing up new friendships, new connections that haven't even been made. Again, different people who are safe to be around, that are not going to sabotage each other, that's going to admit when they need to put the work in. When you talk about, they wanted it to be the 80s and the 90s babies, they trying to push for 70s, but you can get the fact that there is a lot of problems the further you go back. And again, people not wanting to admit their problems, like they're representing having, owning, and buying slaves for what? Now, you could talk about it all day long, but at the end of the day, what is the point of you owning someone? What is the point of you having say over someone and you just doing it to toy with them, to entertain yourself, to feed some sense of greed within yourself, or an addiction, or trying to impress somebody else. I wouldn't even want to say so over my own family in that way. And again, they know right from wrong, because again, when you present it for them and their families, they get automatically offended. So again, you know right from wrong, but again, these mind projections, again, there is a difference between a dream, a vision, and a straight up projection. Straightforward, straight to the point projection. There is a difference. I learned that at a young age. You see me, you see face, right? Whether I walk with other people physically or vibrationally. Meaning, again, vibration without the physical, physical without the vibration. And if they come together and they together, how many ways can they be? Now, you could come together and then it be to where it's not in a way that is safe, about safety, security, happiness. No, in truth, for real. And that's the worst thing ever. But you could also come together with people in a way that is about family, and that is about safety, and that is about happiness. And again, it is more, it's better than the stuff that y'all buy and sell and advertise every day. And it's disrespectful to walk with somebody so intensely, so majorly, in a way that is more intimate than a husband and a wife, and you keep trying to move forward to be disrespectful or to not hear others' opinions and views, when again people abuse each other on the outside. Again, we talking about letting the youth, the 80s and the 90s babies, come together to talk about the problems of the past and be truthful and real with each other and have problem resolution skills, and to be artistic. Like, I don't know if you see this outfit that I had on, but it's a lot of people are upset about the fact that, hey, hold up, I done been abused, I done been used, and they should be. Anger, frustration, depression, those are healthy emotional responses to cause and effect. They are, whether you like them or not. And when you detach, that's mental health. Meaning, again, when you call somebody crazy, or they unhinged, they have mental problems going on. The problems, that's what that is. When you can't recognize a healthy response, even for anger. Now, you could choose to settle the situation or just blow the situation up. But again, how are you being provoked? It's a lot of different people. They are coming and going in this way, and it's going to get heightened. And y'all are not trying to find ways to resolve it in this way. It is getting heightened, and they getting more and more confused. They saying they confused. Now, I'm not in the acceptance of grown men trying to be with children. Even if your vibration is 1,000 years old, let them babies have time to develop. Because at the end of the day, that's not your body. It's not your body. Give respect to the body just the same way you wanted somebody to give respect to your vibration. Again, it says a lot when, again, different people have been invited to this land right here, Fayetteville, to come and sit and talk. And it don't matter how high up you feel like you are, how famous you feel like you are. These are problems of the future that needs to be talked about. But then y'all get upset when people cancel out your voice. When they don't feel safe enough to go to whatever random place, even a shopping plaza, when you don't feel safe enough to come and sit down and talk or even party or have fun. But see, I wouldn't want to party past the problems. We need to talk about them. That shows a problem. Don't keep acting like it's as safe as you making it seem to be just so you can buy and sell people's misery. Bye, y'all.